Hello everyone, it's Lexi Bear, and today on Tiny Glade, we are going to be doing the Tiny Daily. So our theme is Ice Mage and her friends. And here is the glade that we've started with. Ooh. Oh, I love this. Ooh, how beautiful. Oh, wow. Okay, so we're definitely going to be building on the ice. I can see that already. We might need to make more ice. Oh, this is stunning. Okay, so right away, I'm thinking that we put some more ice in all four corners, and the Ice Mage can live in the middle ice pond, and then all of her friends will live on the outer edges. And then I'm thinking, what if we do a different sort of theme for each house? Ooh, maybe we base it off of the different flag types that we have. Let's look through our flag types. Okay, so the Ice Mage, what flag will she have? Maybe we'll give her the moon. So Ice Mage gets moon. Let's pick one for her four friends. One definitely needs to have the sheep. We could do it more like an ice druid look. And then, ooh, maybe we'll do one with the raven. Maybe we'll do it like a sort of darker theme for one. And then maybe we do a sun. No, because I don't like the idea of having like a sun and moon opposing thing. These are all friends, so not that they have to be opposed, but I want to stay away from celestial body for this one. So what we have left is the flower or this sort of wheat sprig. I think we'll do flowers for the last one. Okay. So we're going to do a theme for each one. And the moon theme is going to be in the middle. Maybe we'll do some like moon and stars sigils in the pond. So to start off, I'm going to go ahead and plop down just a house in each corner with a corresponding flag for one of our friends. Just because otherwise I'll forget. So let's go ahead and get that done real quick. All three different sides have our corresponding flags now. And I'm wondering if we should do a fourth one, or if we should do some kind of maybe like a temple, like a mage temple off in this corner here. Maybe we'll do that, and we'll do it in like, we'll surround it by trees and stuff. Ooh, maybe we'll do it on a hill. Let's do that. Let's get rid of these trees, and we'll do it on a hill, and we'll put some trees up there too. I love the snowy theme. So we'll go ahead and make one hill in the back and make that one super tall. Then we'll do another hill just right here maybe. There. Now we have this lovely hill over here, and we will put some kind of mage temple or tower up there. To start off with, I'd like to work on the mage home, the Ice Mage home. So getting rid of this, I think I want to keep this star platform, but maybe we'll make it bigger. I think with the open space on the outer corners, we are going to go ahead and add the roads to all of the other locations. Give to me the scissors. Thank you. So all the little roads to the other locations will be right here in these gaps. So let's go ahead and put a house up for this mage. I think I want it to be upward as opposed to outward. So we're going to have spires and stuff like that. But we need it to be right in the center, because we need to be able to get around this platform to go see our friends. So we're going to go ahead and plop that in the center. We'll put it about this tall and then put a nice little entrance. And then what we'll do is we'll start some bigger, like some kind of bigger area atop this, and we can go out from there. We just want to make sure that down here we have some walking areas to get to see our friends. And I think we absolutely need a arched door. And we'll do a spawn party later, so I'm not going to worry about grabbing any of these because I'm just going to spawn some stuff in later. I don't think we'll go with 2-door. I think we'll go with just the 1. I think that's cute. And I like how the vines are growing over it. Since this is just an entrance, more like a foyer, and there's going to be a staircase in here, we're just going to go ahead and put windows all the way around because it'll be beautiful. Ooh, and we can make them lit up blue. That'll be cute. Here's what we have so far. Now we're going to go ahead and put the house up here on top. And I think we'll cover it, we'll surround this in lanterns maybe. Ooh, and maybe our flags, maybe the flags of choice for this middle bit. So it'll be moon flags. So maybe we'll do a space with some moon flags and some lanterns. Ooh, I just had an idea. So I put down our first flag for the Ice Mage, which is the moon. And then I had this idea that maybe at each opening, it'll be the corresponding flag to that that friend. So over here, let's see, we have the raven. So her pathway is going to have a raven flag on it. Like that. I like this idea. This will be perfect. Okay, so we need a sheep for this side. And that leaves the flower for the last section. The night noises with the crickets are great. So in keeping with the theme of having circles, I think we'll go ahead and start off to one side, and we will make this the entrance circle. I want to keep it kind of off center. I like that. So the center is down here with this moon flag. And then I think we'll make our entrance this first bit here. And we're going to do blue as the theme for this Ice Mage. Obviously, I know that's such a stereotype, but the blue is just so pretty with the snow anyways in this game. Looks like a little ice cream cone. I love it. Ooh, for these edges, let's go ahead, because I was just going to put these little squares around the edge, but actually, I think we should do those fun little window peaks you can do with these. If I can make it fit. Yeah, like this. Okay, we'll do that around the outside. So with that like that, I'm kind of thinking that maybe we put one of these in between each as well, but let's keep it short. Let's keep it tiny and just right on the edges. When the next nightfall comes, we're going to have to go around and change all of these to be blue. I like that. All right, let's go ahead and get a door in here because this is going to be the entrance. I think we'll go ahead and make it a little extra and put sort of a little pop out here. Maybe we'll give her a blue door. Yes. Oh, that's so pretty. Yes, blue door it was the way to go. Let's put a flag up here. There we go. And then I think instead of doing like windows along the side here, because that's just going to make our door be wonky, we'll go ahead and do lanterns. So the lights are coming on, and that is our cue to go around and make everything beautiful. Next, I think we need a bit of a gap filler building. So we'll put a building here and then something bigger on this right side. So this would have like a hallway in it. I want to give this building off to the side, this middle bit, and maybe we'll put some windows on here. That actually kind of looks cute with the roof. I'm not sure if I'll keep it like this, but maybe we will. You know what this is reminding me of? Oh my gosh. Have any of you played Candyland? Queen Frosting? This is giving her castle. It's starting to look like ice cream cones / frosting. Oh my gosh, that brings back such memories. Okay, so I'm loving this profile. I think it's really cute. It's definitely giving Queen Frosting. Now we just need to get some windows, some balconies, and then we can move on to the friend homes on the outskirts after that. Look at the sheep. Hello there. I think we'll name you Iris. I think we'll go ahead and add back in the underwater lanterns. That's so pretty. I love the way that looks. Okay, so that is this castle done for the most part. I do want to come back and put in a bunch of decorations in here because these are just things that spawned in while I was putting up windows. So we've got some frosty fish here, some out of season flowers, a basket or a bucket of frozen ice cubes, and just some bread rolls out in the open with some frostiness. So, you know, I think we'll change that and probably add in some more lanterns later. But for now, I want to move on to our next friend, which is gonna be the Raven House. Here we are. We've got some dense trees here, as you can see. So I think we're going to go ahead and get rid of those. I do like to get rid of the trees at first so I can see, and then we'll add them in later. We're definitely going to add in a bunch of these trees that have no leaves on them because this is going to be the Raven House. So we kind of want to give it a little bit of a maybe spooky, cute little witchy vibe. And I think I'll stick with round buildings, but I think we're going to keep it kind of rustic. We're not going to have like a super fancy porch or platform. I think we'll stick with a round building, and I think we're even going to go ahead and make the door just one of these rustic doors. Let's go ahead and make it a little taller. Yeah. Okay, and I like the dark building. I think we'll go with the dark plaster rather than the dark stones, though. And maybe we'll do purple. Oh, that'll be pretty. Okay, so I'm going to come up with a profile for this house. And I will be right back and we'll work on some more of the finer details. Okay, so I changed my mind a little bit because I remembered that we were going to put all of the houses on ice. So with the ice, we can't do the rustic door, because if we do, it just turns into one of these gates. So we're going to have to just do a regular door. And I think I might still keep it like this. Let's maybe put in, not like a porch, but just a small step here, I think would be cute. Let's get a small little step like that. Yeah. Okay. So I think we'll go ahead and stick with this, though. I don't want to do it too fancy. But I might put a couple things in the water. And we're definitely going to add in trees still to the water and around the edges. But I had to pop back in and be like, hey, so about that cute little door we did, we can't do that. Here's the profile I'm going with for our Raven house. Now, I want to implement this method that I saw recently and really liked into the walls here. So basically, we're going to start with just a small wall like this and push it up against the house, bring it all the way across. And we're going to phase it in just a little bit. We want a little bit of a lip showing, but not too much, because we don't want this to get, we're going to do some layering and we don't want it to get to be too much. So next we're going to make sure the top is not the flat top. We want the textured top like that. Yep. And then we're going to clip this in a few strategic spots. So I want to keep this little fun profile. And then maybe we'll keep a lower one here. Yeah. So now we're going to bring this up some until we see something we like I like this. And then maybe we bring this one up some. It's just like that. Slide it over, make sure it's connecting. And I might cut this one more time. Yeah, because I want it to be a little more rough. Yeah. All right. So once that's done, we go ahead and grab another wall. And we're going to go ahead and put this one in front of this wall. And same thing, we're going to phase it in until we have just a small lip showing. Just a little bit. We just want it to come out just a small bit from that last wall we placed. And then we're going to go ahead and adjust it. And this one, I don't want this exact same profile, so we're going to go ahead and clip this one here. And we'll lift this, or we'll move this down some. And for these bits in front, we want to make sure they're always hanging out like sort of down in front of our last wall, because we're trying to get this nice sort of rough, almost falling apart layering going on here. So we're going to make one last wall here. Make sure it goes all the way to the edges. Make sure it's just barely coming out from the last wall we placed. And we're going to go ahead and clip it in a few spots. Make sure we're adjusting these so that we can see the last wall that we placed. Okay, so now we have this nice textured wall going on. And then we're going to go ahead and come in with this square window. And just adding in a few, and they don't have to be showing all the way, they can be hidden, but just a few little squares on some different walls, and they can pretty much be anywhere. Just showing a little bit just to give us even more texture, even more dimension. The end result that we end up with is this lovely sort of rustic, unique wall type, and I absolutely adore it. So I think I want to put this on all of this house, except we do have to be careful because wherever we want to put an actual window, we need to be strategic about how we put this wall around our windows, because you can't just put a window on now. It won't show very well. It'll be kind of hidden. We could put a window here, but we would have to make sure that we're careful about where we're going to put the wall around some windows. So I think I'm going to go ahead and pick some other spots for windows, and then I'll build the walls up around those, and I'll be right back to show you the results. I decided to just stick with the front of the house for the walls, but here's a nice little close-up of how I went around the windows. Kept it nice and rough. Let some of the stones come out in front of the windows. This one has the whole window behind it, just to give it some extra character. So let me know what you guys think of this really cool method. I really like it. I've been implementing it in some of my builds that I do when I'm not making videos, just because I like it so much. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and add some more windows up here at the top. I want to stick with a green theme for this house. So giving it like this witchy green, lovely, vibe. So I think we'll start with putting some lanterns down on the water. I love that you can do this too, by the way. I think it's so cool that you can get the nice glow in the water. Especially on the ice, it looks amazing at night. We'll come back when it's nighttime and I'll show you. Here is our lovely witchy house with our little raven flag right on the front here. And I decided it needed these sort of industrial looking chimneys because I'm imagining there are potbelly stoves in this house. I mean, can't you just see a lovely, almost cauldron shaped potbelly stove? And look at all the lights in the water. This one turned out so great. I'm really happy with it. I think this is the most elaborate witchy house I've done. Like, just as far as putting in a lot of effort on these brick walls and stuff. I think I'm going to implement this method into more of my houses, more of my builds too. And then around the back, I didn't do any lights underwater around the back, but we definitely have some windows. And our little bird's nest. Probably some crows. So side note about crows, once upon a time, I lived in a house and I was sitting at my window playing my computer, as I do, and a crow just flew by my window super close, and I was like, what is happening? So I went and peeked outside. They were building a whole nest on top of my house. It was fantastic. There were two of them, and when I tell you, they were not just bringing some little twigs. They were bringing giant branches onto the top of the house to put up their little home. It was amazing. I wish I still lived in that house. Now we're going to move on to the sheep house. So I think we're going to make this one look kind of cottage-like. We'll give it a cottage core, kind of eclectic. I'm thinking the buildings should be multiple colors. Like lots of fun, different, almost kitsch. If you're familiar with that style, we're going to do a kitsch style house. Laundry hanging from the windows everywhere, and maybe some cute little gardens out front or something. So we'll get started on that. And don't worry, I didn't forget about the trees for this house. I'm just going to add them in later. We'll do trees at the end. For this one, I want to put a porch on the front. And I think instead of keeping everything this sort of brick or plaster, I think we're going to go ahead and do the wood. I think this house needs the wood look. Let's see, what should our main color be? Maybe green or oh, yellow? Let's do yellow. Should we do the yellow? We'll do this yellow. That's fine. And then we'll keep our bricks this kind of light gray, I guess, for now. Maybe we'll change it later. And let's pick our roof color. What should we do for our roof? Should we do the yellow and teal? I like that combo. It's one of my favorite combos. I think it's really pretty. So we'll go with yellow and teal. And maybe we'll make some of the outbuildings different colors. And I decided we need this lovely fencing to be our railing on the house. I know you can get the wood railing on the house, but I think this adds to the sort of kitsch look. See, I really like that. I think that looks perfect for this. See, isn't that cute? Look at that. That's adorable. This is a perfect little porch. I wonder what the flowers look like. I've forgotten. I haven't done a winter theme in a while. Oh, they make like these big white bushes. I love that though. The little frosty flowers. I like that. We're going to need some more of those. How cute is this little garden? We're going to need to put a bench in here later. Here is our cute little cottage, our little kitsch cottage. I did a couple of different hodgepodgey things with it. So this front gate, I made just the regular wood because the lantern was showing through since it's phased in. And then I decided to go with pink for the door because I wanted the door to be different. And I did the teal on the rest of the, so I need to fix this. See, this is what was happening before. I need to fix this arch. We'll make this arch the regular wood as well. But I made the rest of the fences teal because I thought that was the cutest thing ever. And then I did keep with the lake, the frozen lake coming out here. But I decided, as you can see, to bring up a little bit of land over here so that we could have like a cute little garden. And I also left some land under this porch because otherwise the fence will go down really far and we wouldn't be able to use it. So I went ahead and kept some land under there too. What do you think? Isn't it so cute? And I love these like little fat roofs, the little bubble roofs. I think it looks super cute. So adorable. I'm in love with it. I wonder if we should make this bottom building a different color. Ooh, or maybe we'll go with the brick to match with it. Ooh, or this. Maybe not a different color plaster. Maybe we go with either this brick or the peach. How's the peach? I think that looks nice. Let's do the peach, and then we'll go ahead and do peach for the chimneys, too. Okay, I like that. That's so cute. Okay, so now we have to move on to our last house, and then we'll make our little whatever it is that we're going to make up here. Some kind of like magic academy or something. I'm not sure yet. But we're going to make some big structure up here that's really pretty. Before we do that, though, we got to go to our flower house. So one thing I have noticed with trees on the Glade is that, like this tree here, this really fat one here, if you get rid of the bigger trees like that, they don't usually spawn back in later when you're putting in trees. At least not that I have seen. So that might be something you want to be careful with when you're just doing erase everything. Go through and find some of the bigger, chunkier trees and set them aside at least while you're working, and in case you want to keep those for something later. For this one, I want to go with something extra floral. And I think we're going to do those floral pillars that you've seen in some of my other builds. But for anyone who's new here, I will show you how those are done. First, let's get all of this lovely ice in here. So I decided to start with a structure like this. And around the edges, I'm going to put some pillars, just a couple. Let's make sure it's centered on the pathway. So we're going to be coming in from this way. So right here about is where we're going to have the center. Let's go ahead and put up a door real quick, just so we have an idea of where the middle is. And I'm going to take some of these. I think I'll do 4. And basically what I'm going to do with these is do those window pillars I've done in some of my other builds. So we're going to go all the way around, make the window pillars, and make them all floral. And that'll give us a nice, lovely base for our flower-themed house. That'll just start us off with a bunch of really pretty floral setups. There. Just like that. And we'll add more windows down the sides. And I'm going to do probably 4 of those. And then I'll be right back and we'll start working on the top of the platform and put a house up there. I finished the flower pillars. So here's what they look like all around the outside. Whee! That was a little speedy. I love how they look. I think they turned out exactly the way I wanted. I don't know if I'm going to continue them on up here, and add some more, but we'll figure that out as we go along. So up here, we're going to add a little house. I don't think we'll do a huge situation like we did for the castle. I just kind of want to add almost a little flower cottage up here. And obviously there would be some kind of spiral staircase in here. So maybe we'll add some windows around the outside. And yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and start with the profile of the house on top, and then we'll come back and talk about how we're going to decorate it. Here is the finished profile I decided to go with. Oh, we need to move this door. I figured that this could be a balcony area. We could put some flowers up here. And this center building would be basically part of this lower building where you just come up and go in here. So we'll probably put a door out onto this little courtyard, and then we'll add a bunch of windows and some other things. This is all going to be living space around the outside. So we'll get a lot of fun stuff going. But what do you think of this profile? This is really cool. I like it. I think it's one of the more unique profiles I've done for just a small build. And I really like it. we'll go ahead and move into putting up some windows. Maybe we'll put some like balcony doors along this edge. That could be cute. Yeah, I think we'll do that for both of these here. Okay, I like it. All right, I'm going to start putting up some lanterns and stuff, and then we'll come back. So here's a beautiful flower sigil. And here is our beautiful floral house. I think this one's my favorite. I always love the ones with the flowers. So let me know what you guys think. I decided to add in some more pink elements. I wanted this house to be a little more pink. And then I did this lovely little sort of sky blue roof. And then for the best part, look at how stunning it is at night. Oh, this is just so beautiful. I wanted to make sure that we utilized these little corners that were sticking out from our lovely window pillars we made earlier. So I plopped some lanterns down, and I decided that the red lanterns would go with the pink so nicely. And I was hoping it would give us this pinky glow, and I am elated that it did. I think we'll need to add some lanterns to the flower sigil as well. Look at how stunning that is. Beautiful. What do you guys think? Which house is your favorite? Do you love this floral dream? Do you like our spooky, witchy house? Would you prefer this lovely little kitsch cottage? Or are you going to choose this absolutely stunning Ice Mage castle? So tell me which place you'd prefer. And while you think about it, we are going to scoot up here onto our hill. And we're going to make a beautiful mage area for this lovely Ice Mage and all of her friends to come hang out. I'm thinking a beautiful building with some spires, maybe some lovely walls and flowers around, a garden, just a nice place for them to go practice their magic. So I added all of these walls because I thought they'd be really pretty. And they'll help us outline some garden areas, and then we'll put the buildings up here at the top. I think I'm going to go around and add in these square windows to the top just to give it some nice dimension, some decoration. We'll probably add some lanterns as well, but not too many. We don't want the wall to just be covered in lanterns. So I'm going to go ahead and add those to the walls, and then we'll come back and work on the building. Look at this building. It looks so cool from the top and from the sides. It looks really cool from the sides too. I'm really liking this profile. This is so cute. I just added this very adorable little light post situation over here. Let's look at it at night. I'm super excited. I haven't seen it at night yet. Oh, it's so cute. Oh, it's perfect. This is exactly what I was hoping it would do. I love it. So it's right here next to our main building. And then I think we'll put one more something over here. I'm not sure what yet. And then we'll add in a few garden elements. And then we'll move on to spawning in some decorations so we can get all of our places decorated. So I added this last building here, more of a gazebo really. And we'll put some benches in here in a little bit. But first I want to add some flowers. Ooh, and pet this sheep and fix this fence here that I messed up earlier. So here's one of my favorite things. If you want to get some nice bushes, I know you can get them with the flowers by going over a second time. You can get these lovely bushes going. But if you would like another kind of bush, it can only work this way on a hill. So you have to do this at the top of a hill. But if you have a nice hill and say we want to put a nice little bush here, go ahead and use the water feature and make a nice deep space here. And then if you plant a tree inside of it, and you get this kind of bush. And if you don't like the way it is, you just get some different ones. Well, maybe not that kind. But maybe we want a bigger one. So maybe we go with this one. But you can, and maybe if you want more, you can add more. So, you know, just play with it. See what you like. Now, once you get the kind of tree you want and you're happy with it, you can't mess with this hole very much because it will start to lift the tree out. And so you can just add in some flower bushes around the edge just to give it a nice look. And there you have it. A nice, cute, big, fluffy bush. So I'm pretty happy with how all of this looks now. I do want to put in some decorations in a lot of these areas and get rid of some of the ones that spawned in that I don't want. So I'm going to do that and probably add some more trees, as I keep saying, because we need them. Ooh, but look, I did add all of our fun little spooky trees over here to our spooky house. Oh, and you might see I have these submerged candle barrels in here. Let's see how they look at night. So here's what they look like at night. I thought they added such a nice element to the walkway to this house. So I kind of did something nice for each of the pathways to each of the houses. So there's this pathway for the spooky house. And then there's this pathway for our cute little kitsch cottage. And then I added these lovely little pillars with some flags for our flower mansion. And of course, not forgetting this lovely pathway up to our magic area. This is the one that was here in the beginning. It's the part that I decided to keep from the original build that they had set up for us. So I really liked how it looked. I thought it was great. The underwater lanterns are gorgeous. So I decided to keep this pathway. Anyway, so now we are going to go ahead and do a bunch of decorating. Gonna grab a lot of different fun things and put them around so that all the places look really beautiful and nice and lived in. We probably don't need to do a whole lot to the flower house. It already has a lot going on. But yeah, I will be back to show you all the fun decorations. All right, are you guys ready to see this place fully decorated? I had a lot of fun putting up some really cute decorations. I want to start with the garden because I put some really cute stuff in here. I added these cute little archways. Just some tiny little flowers in here, and there are lanterns here on these archways. There's an arch over here. And later on, I'm gonna take you through the whole place in the nighttime as well, so we can see all the lanterns in their glory. Over here in our little gazebo, we have some benches. And of course, I added a bunch of flowers and trees up here. And we have our brooms. Definitely necessary. Overall, just a lot of beautiful florals and bushes and a few lanterns up here. Over here at our Ice Mage tower, the one that looks like Queen Frostine's tower. We have a lovely little table. This is where we entertain our friends. With the way I have this set up, I couldn't put a balcony on this platform, so I used flowers instead. And I think it turned out really cute. Down here, I added more lanterns because I couldn't help myself. And of course, we have our much needed brooms. Over here at the Kitsch Cottage, I put in a lovely little wagon with goodies for when we go to visit our friends. I also added in a bunch of cute flowers to the front. And then I finished up this cute little side garden, complete with a lovely little basket of apples for us to nibble on. For this lovely little witchy house, I didn't add any decorations besides what we already had. I just don't think it needs it. With the trees and the floating candles, it just looks perfect the way it is. Plus, we did a lot of the decorating with the lovely wall, and I'm just already really happy with it. Why change something that's already perfect? You know what I mean? And lastly, my favorite place. I did end up adding a bunch of flowers. I know we already had a lot, but I felt like I wanted more. So I have all these red ones down here at the bottom. And then I added these little purple ones up here at the top. Again, trying to make sort of a balcony look with a railing. And look at all these pretty red flowers I put up here. Don't even try to tell me they weren't necessary. They are beautiful. Down here at the bottom of the flower mansion, we have this lovely little bench and a little box of flowers here with some crates. Maybe we're taking some flowers to our friends later. And definitely not forgetting a watering can because at this place, we've got a lot of plants to water. Here is our top-down view. I love the way that the paths turned out to each of the houses. I think they're really beautiful in the water. And then I love, love, love these roofs up here in the garden. They look so great from the top. They're giving me snowflake vibes. This night view is so stunning. So now we're going to check out all of the buildings with the night lights. Just look at that lovely glow we have going on in this gazebo over here. Here's a closer look at some of the lanterns in the garden. I just love putting arches in gardens. I think it makes them so beautiful. I hope you all enjoyed this build. I, of course, loved it. It really helped me to get some of my creativity out. I love the prompts that they choose for these tiny dailies. Okay, everyone, that about does it for this beautiful glade. I hope you all enjoyed it. I had so much fun. Let me know in the comments which was your favorite. If you liked the video, please give me a like and consider subscribing. I've also started doing streaming over on Twitch, and I have a little Discord I've started. So if either of those sound interesting to you, please go check out my bio. There will be links, and I'll put some links in the description of this video as well. I look forward to seeing you all in the next one. Bye.